I'd like to briefly start by acknowledging all the work the PDAC has done for adapting to the times that we are currently in and being able to bring the PDAC to us safely and productively for everyone involved. Eagle Bay is a private company which is located 85 kilometers northeast of Prince George. Zim2 Capital Corporation is going to be backing this company, and I say that because of Zim2's success rate in taking companies public. It is one thing to take a company public by yourself, but it increases our success rate even more so to have Zim2 behind Eagle Bay to bring it to the public market. Just like to go to our second slide here, which is here's our team that we have put together, and a major part of any company is management. We have put together a highly qualified team with a wide range of different skill sets within the private and public markets and rare earth and niobium space. There is myself, Steve Mynott. Alongside me, we have Jody Belfleur, who brings an extensive resume experience of corporate accounts for over 20 years. Jody DeRuse, who has an in-depth knowledge of geology and brings his skills of over 25 years to the team. Patrick Power has been a seasoned venture capitalist for over 25 years. James Ferrer, who brings a wide variety of networks to the team. And finally, Mr. David Hodge, as many of you know, is an asset to any team and brings more than 30 years of experience in the private and public markets. Altogether, we have created a robust team with many different skills sets with one shared goal of success in this venture. I'm moving on to the third slide here and touch on a little bit on rare earth elements. Why rare earth? Well, if I was in person now and I was able to ask you to raise your hand if you have a cell phone or a computer, I'm pretty sure all of you have raised your hands. That cell phone, the computers, and everyone knows the word Tesla, they would not be out there if you did not have the supporting product of rare earth, which is what we have right here in our company. There's a lot of big companies out there where you could spend a lot of money if you were to invest in them, as they are big at the moment. Right now, we have a very exciting early opportunity in Eagle Bay, which again, massive opportunity, which we are excited to bring forward to you. To touch on the properties, I do have Neil McCallum with me here. He's a senior geologist and has extensive experience up on this property. If I could pass it over to you now, Neil, and just go through the property for everyone that is attending here.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. I've been involved in this project ever since its inception back in 2011. So if you want to advance that next slide, we can talk a little bit about the region. This map here kind of shows the outline of the property itself, which is quite large. And then as well, up in the same belt of rocks, we have Defense Metal Corp, who is advancing the Wichita carbonatite rare earth deposit, which is an excellent project. It's probably one of the top tier rare earth deposits I'd see in North America, based on its grade of around 3% light rare earths. And the mineralogy is fairly straightforward, and it's a fairly sizable deposit as well. So they're well on their way to advance that project. I think it's excellent. And I think it really goes to show that the rare earth here on this belt has good potential for additional discoveries. And what's been found so far on the Eagle Bay's project is promising in terms of rare earths and as well as niobium. So we've defined a carbonatite, as you can see on that map there, right in the central part of the project. But there's a lot of room to do additional exploration, and using the historical work that's been done on the region back in, I think, 2013, a lot of airborne surveys, but not a whole lot of follow-up. So that's another opportunity. We can find additional carbonatites in addition to the one discovery that has been made on the middle of the project. If you wanted to go to the next slide, we can talk about what has been found so far and the potential of the carbonatite as it stands. So what work has been done on the project is airborne geophysical surveys, which have outlined interesting magnetic targets, and as well as airborne radiometric targets that haven't all yet been tested. So what we have here is some rock sampling with interesting niobium and rare earth grades. The rare earths is what we've intercepted in drill hole is nearing economic, but it's certainly anomalous. And the niobium is around about what you want to see in terms of grade for a niobium resource. So we're well on the way, and there's a lot of untested potential so far on the carbonatite zone. It's about 4.5 kilometers of strike length, and much of it hasn't yet been tested. So with only 4 drill holes, there's a lot more room to explore. Some zones, there is no outcrop, and there's definitely targets based on the magnetics that can be tested, and a lot more room to grow in terms of this resource. So really excited to see additional work being done here on the project. Steve, you want to talk about next steps and what the plans are for Eagle Bay going forward?
Sure, great. Thanks very much, Neil. I appreciate it. As you said, the next steps going forward. Very excited about Eagle Bay Resources. Our share structure at this time, as I mentioned at the beginning of our presentation, the company is still private. What I can tell you is that our first round of financing is going to be a low share price finance. Sooner than later, I look forward to disclosing further details of the terms with you and announcing our first round of financing. The first round is going to be up to about $1 million, and expenses, as Neil was just touching on, further exploration and discovery has been the talk of conversation on that. Another key that I like to express as well, again, as I touched on, a main factor for Eagle Bay moving forward here from a private company to a public company is ZIM2 Capital Corp is going to be backing this company as it aims to go public. As I mentioned, ZIM2 success rate, those of you who know ZIM2, it speaks for itself with taking companies public. With the demand that is out there today for rare earth elements, niobium, combined once again with ZIM2, Eagle Bay is very excited about the future and opportunities that are in front of them and its shareholders. If you have any further questions, please feel free to contact me directly, either by phone, email, and I'm more than happy to provide any answers for you, as well as Neil, anyone on geological questions can get those answers to you as well. I'd really like to thank everyone for attending this morning. Again, I'd like to thank PDAC, ZIM2, and I do look forward to your questions, as well as I look forward to hopefully seeing you all next year, and I do hope it is in person.